8:24, we're talking City Health with Dr. Yvette Lu. Always great to have you here. Thank you for coming. And waking up early.
Yes.
And if you come next week, you'll be waking up even earlier.
Even earlier.
Daylight saving time. We kind of fear it around here, breakfast television. Sleep deprivation gets a little bit worse. How do we deal?
Okay, so we're going to move the clocks forward, and there's going to be most likely a disruption of sleep. And the disruption of sleep can last anywhere from 1 to 2 days to over a week in some people. People who are most affected by the sleep disruption are people who already have a sleep debt. So if you're already not getting enough sleep, you'll be more affected. And people who have disrupted sleep to begin with. So if they have poor sleep quality, then...
Like you and me.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
we just have a sleep debt. Yeah.
So let's talk about the littles, because I know as a parent, it was one thing that has always been a struggle in the 7 years that Brady's been on this earth, is he is very much in tune with the routine. It doesn't matter what it says on the clock, it's what time his body says is bedtime. With this spring forward, what can we do to help the littles out?
So routine is excellent, and we talk about sleep hygiene, which is basically good sleep habits, and having a person sleep at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning is excellent. What we can do for kids and even adults who have trouble adjusting during daylight saving time is move the bedtime 15 minutes earlier every night, starting a few nights before daylight saving. So we only have maybe tonight and tomorrow night. So if you do 15 minutes earlier tonight, 15 minutes earlier tomorrow night, so there'll be a total of 30 minutes earlier, that will make it easier to adjust when you actually do the full 1 hour time change.
So the mindset of, oh, let's just wear them out extra tonight and they'll be extra tired tomorrow.
You can do that too. You can do that, just give them a little bit more physical activity on the Saturday so that they don't have as much trouble sleeping that evening. They don't mind sleeping an hour earlier. Make sure you set your clocks the night before as opposed to in the morning, because you want to put them to bed an hour earlier that night.
That's a good call. Now, what about the really wee babies? What do we do? Can we drop a nap?
Yeah, well, you can drop a nap, maybe. It depends, really, it depends on the baby, because every baby is different. What you can do is you can do the same movement, so move all the naps. Many babies have 2 naps during the day, so you move all the naps 15 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier. And if your schedule's not that strict, you can start tonight and move 15 minutes, and then tomorrow night move 15 minutes, and then the next day, even though everyone else has moved to the time change, you can move your babies on their own schedule. You can even wait 2 days in between the 15-minute moves.
It takes about 3 days to form a new habit, though, doesn't it, about that?
Well, it depends on the person. Some people can take over a week.
Oh, I think I'm one of those people. When we fall back, I'm like, oh, an extra hour, this is great. Spring forward, love it. Extra daylight is great once you get used to it.
Yes.
But it's acclimatizing yourself. Obviously, there's some tips in terms of avoiding extra caffeine or...
Yes, so those are all sleep hygiene. You want to avoid caffeine, especially in the evening, and if you have difficulty sleeping, actually, even after 3 p.m. No lighted screens 2 hours before bed, because the lighted screens activate the awake centers in your brain.
Really?
Make sure you expose yourself to early morning daylight, and be in the light during the day, be in the dark in the evening, so dim the lights in the evening. Make sure you're sleeping in a darkened room. All those things can help your body adjust the circadian rhythm, so your body knows when it's day and when it's night, and it doesn't get confused.
Okay, if you have a really big sleep debt and you're feeling exhausted after a week of the change, come to your doctor, and what would your best advice be with somebody who really struggles?
Well, we try not to use sleeping pills because they can just be habit forming and they can be hard on the body. I would recommend relaxation exercises, yoga, trying to calm your mind, and just working yourself to get in that good sleep schedule. So daylight, sunshine, evening, darkness, regular exercise.
Excellent advice. I always do the close the blinds when I'm trying to get Brady to say, just close the blinds and bring it down, even though it's middle of summer. But like, it's sunny out. Doesn't matter. You're going to bed.